Well, hot and spicy foods, sometimes popular, whether you're the one enjoying them or you're watching celebrities suffer while eating them on Hot Ones. This morning, Jackie Kostek is jumpstarting our morning in St. Charles in the Western Burbs at Gindo's Spice of Life. Good morning, Jackie.
Audrina, good morning to you. Yeah, we're back in the kitchen now at Gindo's Spice of Life hot sauce. They have about 500 different varieties of hot sauces, and they make them all fresh right here in St. Charles. So this is Chris Gindo. He's actually hard at work right now making one of the sauces. Chris, what are you whipping up this morning?
This is actually our jalapeno poblano.
Ooh, okay.
It's one of our flagship. It's actually the first sauce I ever invented.
Whoa.
Not the first one we released, but the first one I invented.
You invented, and you were really young when you invented it, right?
Well, no. When I invented the one I was talking about earlier, I was like 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
This is the first one I invented. We decided to launch a hot sauce company.
Got it. And this is like an industrial strength or size immersion blender, essentially,
Gotta get it
right?
nice and blended up, get it nice and pure and creamy and delicious. And
yes.
Pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty loud if you want to watch me blend it up.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to take a step back, make sure I don't get the splatter. This is awesome to see, though. How many bottles of sauce does this go into?
Lot. We're probably only going to do about maybe 20 cases.
Okay, gotcha.
But we do quite a bit out of here, though. You know, we've been
Absolutely.
known to do
Chris,
several hundred a day.
Why do you choose? Because I think, you had mentioned a little bit earlier that a lot of companies end up outsourcing the making of their sauces to other kitchens.
We want to be able to work with local farmers, use all fresh ingredients, make sure you can really taste the fresh peppers. We think it makes a huge difference, and that's really our whole entire thing. When
you say you can taste the difference, you can. You can also smell the difference. Like I feel like the scent of the peppers and the poblano, they're all just, wafting into my nose right now, and it smells so delicious.
I'm going to let that cook down for just a minute. It looks like it's not quite ready to be blended.
Yeah, so. No worries. And then you've also got some red peppers over here.
We're fire roasting red
grill.
peppers. I'm also cold smoking some chocolate habaneros.
Oh, yes.
This is for that fight fire with fire sauce I was talking about.
Absolutely.
And this is a little something we're working on. It's still in the development phase.
Okay.
We're going to try and raise money for the fires out in California. Which,
absolutely.
Any little bit helps, obviously.
And you guys actually started out in California back in 2011.
We started in Hollywood. You could actually see Runyon Canyon from our apartment where I invented the first sauce.
Wow.
Which is like, a lot of it is charred up right now. It's awful.
Oh, so we are going to tell you more about, where, the money will go to the American Red Cross, right?
Correct.
When you get it created.
We're still trying to figure out the logistics of that and what the best way to go about that is. And we're definitely going to have a link where you can donate as well.
Yes.
And then figure out exactly what we're going to charge, how much of the product we'll be able to raise, and we'll keep everyone updated for that for sure.
One thing I do want to say, Chris, is your hot sauces, you do have some that are super spicy, but for the most part, they're really just interesting flavors. They're not, the super spicy, crazy spicy, burning your mouth is not necessarily your thing,
It's not
right?
our thing, and I can send you into other directions. We do it every now and then, but I have friends that make the really hot stuff. We're really trying to focus on delicious.
Oh, delicious, fresh, delicious. We do have to wrap up this one for now, but I'm going to take a little bite or just try the jalapeno poblano, which is the one that we just saw Chris making. That is so good.
Really tangy, zesty, bright.
And it does have a kick to it, but not in a way that is going to ruin your dish,
not at all.
Or make me start sweating on camera.
It's more everyday sauce. Put on eggs, tacos,
everyday sauce,
quesadillas, burgers.
Chris, thank you so much for your time. By the way, the other three, those are the hot sauces of the month. We'll tell you a lot more about that coming up next hour. Audrina, back to you.
Okay, I love that they focus on the flavors of it too. That's awesome. Jackie, thank you.
Oh, it is so good.
Yeah. Some people really like it hot and spicy. Their food, that is. And this morning, Jackie Kostek is jump-starting our morning in West Suburban St. Charles at Gindo's Spice of Life. Like what I did there, Jackie?
Dana, I do like what you did there. People like some other things hot and spicy too, but we're sticking to the food this morning. It is January, and we need something to spice up our lives a little bit. So I'm here with Chris Gindo, the co-owner. He co-owns it with his wife out here in St. Charles. Chris, good morning to you once again.
Oh, good morning.
Okay, so we were talking a little bit about the hot sauces of the month because you are constantly developing new sauces, putting new sauces out into the world. What are your sauces of the month this month?
This month I have an au poivre.
Okay.
which I'm going to be making a crostini with. We also have our miso wasabi.
Okay.
And then I did a garlic, citrus, and herb. Oh. So we like to constantly come out with a new flavor every single week.
I was going to say, how, like, does that just keep you kind of creatively engaged? Like, what do you love about coming up with these new
Constantly.
flavors?
In fact, I was at a meal in New York a couple weeks ago, and I thought, man, I had an au poivre, and I'm going to make an au poivre hot sauce.
Yes.
Like, why not?
Okay,
so,
what the heck is an au poivre?
You'll get in trouble.
Gosh.
This is basically, it's a peppercorn brandy sauce that you'll see in steakhouses. They a lot of times will serve it extra to be poured over top of a steak.
Yeah.
What I have here is actually thinly sliced New York strip. I minced up some onion, a little bit of pepper.
Okay.
Some
Lovely.
Asiago Romano and Parmesan cheese. And I'm literally just going to kind of roll this up.
I love that you actually include all of these ingredients before you actually put it onto the stovetop.
Oh yeah, well this is what's nice about this is the cheese kind of melts on the inside. Ooh. So you'll see this is going to get a nice little sizzle here.
Okay.
And it'll only take a second. I'm going to give you a nice small one so you can kind of try the entire thing.
Please, because everybody knows that I tend to take too big a bite on TV. Ed Curran used to talk about that all the time. He's like, Jackie does not know how to take a small bite on camera, but that's okay.
What I did is I put a little bit of cream cheese on a crostini. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Let me just reach back here real quick. It should only take a second.
And all of these recipes are actually on your website, right? So people know how
We're constantly updating
use your sauces.
Absolutely. We have probably 100 different recipes on our website.
Oh my gosh.
But we're really trying to inspire creativity in the kitchen. So if you have a great recipe, let us know. We'll try it. I'll even wing it.
Yeah, right.
You know, I did that for a white chili. So when they're on TikTok, I'm going to try that.
You're going to wing it. Well, you're going to wing it, but you're also going to put a lot of these sauces on the wings too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Unintended.
In fact, you're going to try some wings later. I have 6 different wings. We have a wing flavor challenge.
Oh my gosh.
And we do that every month as well with 6 new wing sauces.
That sounds so good. That sounds so good. And the great thing about these sauces, Dana, is they do have some of the really hot sauces, but a lot of these sauces are really just so flavorful, so vibrant, and because they make them fresh here all the time. All right, Chris, you're going to put this on here. I'm going to give it a taste. Dana, they're also making that one. Chris is developing the one sauce right now that's called Fighting Fire with Fire. Those proceeds will go to the American Red Cross. This looks absolutely divine. Am I going to fry my mouth, or am I going to be okay?
I think you're going to be okay. I'll have a second to kind of cool off here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little bit of green onion on top.
Ooh. Yum.
And then just a hint of my au poivre.
Yeah, you need the sauce. That's the whole point.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, look at this bite.
Oh, that looks delicious. I
can't
wait to hear what you think, Jackie.
Yes, Dana, I'll tell you after. I'll tell you next hour, okay?
All right.
I'm going to go in.
Okay, and I'll tell you, you know what caught me? You don't have to respond. Is that miso wasabi sauce, too. I'm going to look at your reaction a little bit. That's a high five. It's a Jackie high five, so you know it's good. All right, there we go.